So I just met you today, Lalita, and I loved your testimony. I just want you to share, like, whatever you shared with me, like your background of eating and what you were cooking in and your issues and what you did and all that.
Yeah, so a little bit about my story, why I started with the business. So the main reason is because my health. I had some health issues. So I was diagnosed with IBS, which is irritable bowel syndrome. And so I was dealing with it for 6 years. So I had to do, it's called this FODMAP diet. So this is what my doctor had me do. We did all kinds of blood work, testing, and she determined that I needed to do the FODMAP diet. So what you do with that diet is you take this whole list of food out, which is a lot of food. I thought I was gonna starve to death. And so I did that for 3 months. Then you have to reincorporate each one of those foods back into your diet. So the thing about it is we're taught what food are we eating that cause our health issue instead of what we're cooking it, right? And so I did that and none of it made any difference. So my doctor said I needed to take medication. So I am anti-medication. I believe that we can heal our body in different ways. And so a little bit of backstory is that I was doing everything right. So I was eating healthy. I didn't eat any processed food. I grew most of my vegetables. I got stuff from the farmer's market. I haven't eaten fast food in over 25 years. And so I was doing everything right. And then I also was using, it's called All-Clad. It's an all stainless steel cookware. And then I had one nonstick and one cast iron that I used. And so I thought I was doing everything right. So I told my doctor that I didn't want to take medicine. And at this time too, my cholesterol was really high. And I said, well, there has to be something different. So I basically dealt with it for 6 years. And so when this show that you're gonna have tonight or today was the first meal in 6 years that did not upset my stomach. So IBS, there's a whole bunch of layers. I don't ever get into it, but my biggest thing is that I was being punched, literally like punched in my stomach every day for 6 years. That's what I was dealing with. And then I had one sharp pain that would be in my side. That didn't matter where I was at, I would dumble down and then it would just go away. And so when this meal was the first meal in 6 years, that did not mess my stomach up. So we moved forward with the cooking system. Only thing, mind you, that I changed was the cooking system. I still was eating healthy, organic, no processed food. I was doing everything right. I changed the cooking system. I no longer have IBS anymore. I've lost 30 pounds, 8 inches off my waist, and I've kept that off, and I've also lowered my cholesterol. So I evaluated my numbers from before Solid Master and after Solid Master. And I literally thank God every single day that this came into my life.
And do I remember I talked to so many people, were you the one that was talking also, you said something, a doctor had mentioned to me, something about the metals, the toxic metals and parasites?
Yeah, so the thing is that growing up, our doctors used to cleanse, right? So we don't realize to the extent, so the metals weren't as bad as what they are now. And so you don't think about all the heavy metals and all the things that besides what you cook in, what you eat, your shampoo, your laundry soap, all that stuff, and your deodorant. Yes, that one's like a really big one, but also in water too. There's a lot of heavy metals in water. So my mom actually ended up getting Parkinson's from contaminated water because of the heavy metals that'll bring out the Parkinson's. And so what happens when you have too much heavy metals into your body, then the parasites stay. So it causes other health issues. So you can get MS, you can get gout, it affects the Parkinson's. And so we have to be really aware about that kind of stuff of what we're putting into our body. And people don't realize that's what they're doing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle change. You just really have to commit to it. The thing is that people think that eating healthy is eating salads, right?
Right.
But you can eat everything that you want and still be healthy and quick too to top it off. Because we're retaining more of the nutrition in our food too.
Yeah.
Makes a big difference.
Yeah. I was wondering, do you think that it protects the fiber and the nutrition also played a role in that?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. That's amazing. Wow, thank you so much for sharing that with me. I thought it was too good to keep just to me, and I like hearing it from the person that is their first story, right? It's their own story. So thank you. I want to stay in touch with you.
Yeah, definitely.